everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be doing the very well-awaited Sketchbook 12 tour. The sketchbook took me, I think, around 5 months to complete. So to be honest, it's like the shortest time I've ever taken to like really fill a sketchbook. So I'm actually really proud of this one. I know I said that about the last one, but like I'm a little bit prouder this time around, you know? Like a proud mom who can't pick a favorite kid but actually kind of has a favorite kid. but that's a weird analogy. But yeah, so I'll be going through this one. As you can tell, she's been through some stuff. She's seen things, and I'm about to share them with you. So yeah, excuse the messy desk and stuff. I'm kind of recording this on a whim just because like I really wanted to record this and I just thought I did not have time to clean my desk. So yeah, y'all get to see my real background on a daily basis. So yeah, so this is the front cover. These two stickers are the only stickers that I really made. Everything else is just like friends made. I printed it out and all that kind of stuff, and also I made this one. So yeah, and the back, I drew this Miku sticker. This is actually just paper with scotch tape on top, or not scotch tape but like clear tape. And then yeah, these are all just like basically like printed out stuff, except for this one. Oh actually yeah, I made this one. But yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and credit to the artist because I referenced this off of someone else, and I will try my best to find the artist. I swear it was on Pinterest. But yeah, I will find the artist and I will put their tag here, by the way. Yeah, I do not want to be an art thief, okay? Always credit your artist, people. But anyways, let's get into it. So the first page, here we have the crazy sticker bundle. So as you can see, I finished it October 26th. Actually I finished this after I started my new sketchbook that I already got, which is this one. Yeah, as you can tell, I've already decorated it. So yeah, so yeah, this sketchbook was pretty fun to fill. So oh yeah, and this sketchbook is the Artica Note sketchbook 8x8, so kind of like an ELO dupe basically. So yeah, first page. Wow, I actually did a first page this time. So I'm not sure how much this looks like me, but you know, we're just gonna pretend that it's an exaggerated cartoony version of me because this is not realistic whatsoever. But you know, my attempt at a first page. But usually I don't do these kinds of things. Like I don't do first pages. So yeah. Actual first page, like drawing page. These are just a bunch of 10th grade school doodles that I did like towards the end of the year. So just like a bunch of random like doodles that I made. Some of them are from my OCs, so like Kit, Scarlet, and like yeah, just Kit and Scarlet. And then I drew Vash, random. Yeah. But I really like this. And also I made like a little note that this sketchbook kind of smelled a little funky, because it did. So I don't know if it was just me, but if you ever get the sketchbook, let me know if it smells funky at the beginning, because that's what it smelled like to me. This page I tried oil pastels. So I was in the studio art class, which the teacher still lets me go in even though I'm not in her class this year. She still lets me go in and like paint and do stuff. So I tried out some oil pastels she had, and I don't know, I really liked them and I felt like drawing fish. So I think my favorite one is the puffer fish, and this fish in particular. Maybe not the squid, the vampire squid, but you know, it's still pretty cool. This page is just kind of boring. Next page. Ooh, okay. So I felt like drawing in red in this one. I'm not sure how much I like it. I really like this part. I like doing like color schemes for my sketchbook spreads, and that's like the main thing you'll see throughout a lot of my sketchbooks is that I love color themes. Color themes are my favorite and I will never abandon them. So yeah, you'll see a bunch of like spreads based off a single color or a combination of colors. Yeah, this page is kind of boring. This was just like an afterthought, so don't pay attention to that. But yeah, this page, graphic design, they had paper scraps. I decided to make a collage. Which, pro tip, if you don't know what to do, just collage, you know? Find random stuff. Collage, paint, whatever. Do whatever you want. Your sketchbook is yours. Sometimes I use my sketchbook for journaling, so that's what you'll see in a couple of pages, I think. But yeah, I just based this page off like the 1920s kind of ish. I don't know. I just felt like this one fit the 1920s vibe, but like, I'm not even sure if she's from the 1920s, so I don't know. I was just like, ooh, like fluffy coat thingy. Oh yeah, by the way, this sketchbook does not hold gouache very well, so I kind of don't recommend gouache for this one, but you know, I like to force my paper to work the way I want it to work, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, and in this case kind of did, but only after it dried. But yeah, some gouache, and then just regular pencil. Oh yeah, so these are just like a bunch of cringy doodles. I ship my OCs, okay? I admit it fully. I am not going to lie. I ship my OCs. I am normal. Thank you. So, yeah, I just like drew some of my OCs together just because I felt like it, you know, which is normal. Totally not crazy, of course. But I also drew Miku, always. I always have to draw Miku in my sketchbooks because love Miku. But yeah, as you can tell, this is like the part of journaling that I do. Self-deprecating humor. Not really. I'm just short, so yeah. Of course, a kit spread, my OC kit, because okay, I don't want to seem biased towards an OC, but I am kind of biased towards an OC, which is kind of this one. So you'll see a lot of kit in the sketchbook, specifically a lot more kit lore. So yeah, this is like a little insight, but I did these like watercolor doodles on a separate piece of paper. Actually, I've been using paper from like a sketchbook from like 6th grade that I never finished, so I'm just tearing out those pages because they're actually really good for watercolor. It's just like a bunch of random doodles that I made in my OC kit. Oh yeah, his birthday was October 18th. I forgot to make birthday art. I should make birthday art. Alright. Anyways, next page. This one's my favorite. Hands down. Okay, don't even pay attention to this. Just pay attention to this. This page is my absolute favorite. I love Psyche K. I finished watching Psyche K over and over again. And I just, you know, it's peak humor, peak characters. Well, maybe, actually. Some of them, you know. But, like, I don't know. It's just, like, a really good anime. I really like it. Which is why I have it on my cover, obviously. But, I really like how this came out. I realized until later that I could have drawn like the psychic trio, but then I really don't like the purple hair guy, which I keep forgetting his name. I don't know. I think Kaido was a very good substitute for him. So I just drew my 3 favorite characters, Kaido, Psyche, and Mikoto, and they all came out really well. This was like mixed media, so it's like watercolor with my like Artesia pens and stuff like that. So just basically like big pens, Artesia markers, and watercolor. So I really like this one. This one is like my doodle dump spread, basically. So like, just like a bunch of random doodles. Because, you know, sometimes I just feel like letting loose without caring about how the spread looks. So yeah, just a bunch of doodles, charcoal. This one's color pencil. I think this one actually came out really well. Like, this color pencil one, I like it. I like it. I didn't even have a reference, to be honest, but oh yeah, and my OC Cleo. You'll see a lot more of Cleo in this sketchbook too. She's kind of like her lore is like related to Kit's lore, which is why I drew both of them so much in this. But yeah, this is like a random French doodle I did, and then some Cleo art, some actual digital Cleo finished art. I have not drawn digitally in like months, which yeah. But yeah, this one's just like a random page. This was like a bunch of pencil doodles. I drew my OC Scarlet, another OC Dr. Asolina, which was in my first sketchbook tour. I still haven't developed her character, but you know. And I drew Fujikaze, because he's my favorite musical artist. Love Fujikaze. But I also really love Leve and Mitsuki, so yeah. You can tell what my music taste is, basically, just off of those 3. Very mixed. Also, by the way, sorry, I have like a timer to keep myself from not talking too much, because the last time, because I had a pre-recording of this, it was an hour long. I told myself, I'm not gonna edit an hour-long video, so I'm just gonna limit my talking, because, you know, I go crazy in my videos, if you can't tell. So, yeah, I drew Blade, my OC derp, Starry, Mono from Little Nightmares, and Wolfwood from Trigun, all on basically, like, bag paper, just, like, paper bags. I just cut it up into squares and, like, made this collage thingy. Oh, yeah, and these little thingies are just, like, clay sculptures I made in, like, I'd say, like, 3rd grade or something. I don't know. Ah, the timer's running. Okay, this is an interactive page, like a blue page, you know, sparkly, whatever. So yeah, knives from Trigun, anatomy stuff, random Pinguo Mitsuki album thingy, I don't know. I found it funny, so I just glued it in my sketchbook, and there's vent art under here, but I'm not gonna show it, so yeah. But I really like this interactive thingy. This was like made with regular plastic and like paper, so yeah, I really like how it came out. Like it floats, and it sparkles too. Oh yeah, this one's my favorite one. I revealed it in an earlier video, but this one's like probably one of my like 2nd favorite, maybe, or actually maybe my favorite. I'm very indecisive when it comes to my favorite things, but you know. So I have this drawing that I just drew loosely without any thought, and I think it came out really well. I was thinking about my chibi style, like how I draw chibis, but I don't know. I feel like I still haven't gotten the hang of it, so I'm just gonna like continue practicing it and see how it turns out. But you know, just a bunch of OC doodles. Again, more Cleo. Okay, we get it. You're obsessed. Oh yeah, my OC Ellis. I barely touched on her like in my last few videos, but she's kind of like a vampire bat OC. She's the manager of a hotel, which if you can't already connect the dots, it sounds very similar to a movie that's already out, which I won't even mention. This character has been around since like what? Like I'd say 6th grade. So honestly, yeah, she's original. Totally original. So yeah, I just like dressing her up in like different Pinterest outfits that I see. So yeah, she's like my dress up character. But you know, she doesn't have too much lore, but all I know, she's a businesswoman. So yeah. Yeah, I really like this page. I don't like the patterns though. I'm not sure how I feel about them. This page was really random. It was like based on a bunch of games that I had been playing at the time. So I tried replaying Ori, the Blind Forest on my Switch. I'm still stuck on the 1st level. I have no idea what to do. I've seen tutorials and everything, but my little dumb brain cannot understand how to get past the 1st level. So I kind of just gave up on it. But I want to play it again. So I will continue trying, even though I feel like my brain still won't be able to register it since it's been months since I last touched this game. But yeah, I drew Zelda, obviously. I think this was when Breath of the Wild came out? I'm not sure. Or Tears of the Kingdom. I'm not sure. Either one came out, and I was like, ooh, Link looks cool in this. I'm gonna draw Link. Even though I've never played any Zelda games. Literally none. But, you know. Yeah, just a bunch of random doodles here. These little guys from like a music video. I think it was a Spy Family intro video or something. I don't know. But yeah. This spread, just basically an orange spread. I did this one in pen without even thinking, so I don't know how I got the hands to look that way. But you know, those are some scrumptious hands, and I'm very proud of myself for drawing those hands. In pen, without a sketch, so. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have like a little interactive thingy here. But like, I rarely have any interactive things in my sketchbook. It's more like textile, you know? You can touch it. But you can't move it or do anything with it. But yeah, doodle. I don't really like this one. The eyes are too close together. Just spread them apart. But you know. Oh yeah, and I finished watching the rest of Agretzko. I had to rewatch it to understand everything again. But you know, love Agretzko. Love her character. She's so cute. Yeah. School doodles. I rarely draw in school, to be honest. I bring my sketchbook to school, but because schoolwork and homework, I don't have time. Even though I procrastinate on that, which makes no sense to me. Like, I don't have time, but I'm procrastinating. You know, but this was one of the few times that I actually drew in my sketchbook in school while I had free time. But yeah, I think it came out pretty cool. Just a bunch of charcoal sketches. I love this sketch in particular because I drew a bat without even knowing what a bat looks like. after searching up like one reference only. And I'm like, yeah, I guess this is how a bat looks like. And it may not be completely anatomically correct, but it looks close enough. And I made like a little stamp out of this one. So I'll put it up on screen because this was for a stamp assignment for my graphic design class. And I really like how it came out. And these were like the thumbnails for previous ideas. Yeah. This is, oh, okay. I might cover that up just a little second. But like, I don't know. I felt like painting with gouache a lot, so I like use my gouache set for like the second time. My first painting was a painting of Ellis, which I'll show on screen right now. But I decided to try my hand again at gouache, and this one was like, I don't know, I just had a random idea and I just went with it. At first I really hated it because I'm like, oh, this is ugly, the colors are all muddy and they're all over the place, they're not organized. But like looking back at it, I actually still really like it. So oh yeah, by the way, that's the t-shirt design. That's not actually her ribcage, okay? Don't think it's actually her ribcage. That's just a t-shirt design, but you know, still covering it for your safety, guys. This is an OC I've had since a long time ago, probably since, yeah, 6th grade. Most of my OCs were either 4th grade or 6th grade. But I revamped her. Her name's Maggie. And then she's kind of like a bunny reaper, but also a bunny whisperer. She basically takes care of like sick bunnies or whatever, and she like holds them as they're dying. I don't know. It's a really sad story that I think I have for her, but you know, I haven't fleshed it out yet, so yeah. But yeah, here's the full picture. Sorry guys, I uncovered it, but yeah. I love the red gouache. Trash page, not much to say. These 5 doodles were, or actually no, these 6 doodles were all made mindlessly in English class because I was so bored during a discussion. I was like, ugh, I can't do this. So I just grabbed my sticky notepad and started doodling. And yeah, this is what came out of it. Some of them are good and some of them are interesting. Okay. Okay, more collages. This time I did photo editing, so I did traditional photo editing on these 2. I found them in like a magazine. I'm like, they look so cool with those glasses. Let me see if I could like manipulate those glasses and all that kind of stuff. So I was working on my traditional typography because you can do digital typography, but what about traditional typography, you know? Graphic design. Yeah. I get very graphic design up in here, you know? Why did I just say that? Okay, ignore that. But yeah, I think I really like how it came out. Like, I didn't know what to do for the background, but I think the background fit it really well for some reason. I could definitely work on a couple of things though, you know, just like design wise. But yeah, some anatomy practice. Ooh, this page is hefty. You'll see why. School doodles. Look at this thick stack of school doodles and tell me, what grade was that? Yup, 10th grade. I went ham in 10th grade. But yeah. Okay. Probably shouldn't have taken that. But yeah, I always have an envelope of school doodles in my sketchbooks just so I can collect them all in one place and keep them all where all my art is. So yeah, that's an idea for you guys if you want to fill your sketchbook. But yeah, some just like random graphite drawing of a random lady with snake bites. Piercings. They look cool, honestly. I think snake bite piercings are really cool. I just would never get them because I'm a wimp, you know. And also, I don't think I would be allowed to. But, you know. Random stickers, random school doodles. Not much to say about this page, but yeah, it's alright. Not my favorite. More kit! Yay! Okay. So, more kit doodles, just like random. I had like an alcohol marker that I thought would fit. Because I like doing color silhouettes from time to time. So I did the color silhouette and then I drew Kit over it. And yeah, this is just brain dump about Kit. Because, you know, I just felt like drawing Kit and like saying funny stuff. Which is not really funny. Add more trauma. But yeah, oh yeah, here's my OC Ava. And this is Ava with Kit. Because, you know, I ship them together. As any normal person would, you know? Any normal person ships their OCs. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, it bled onto the next page. So I was kind of sad about that. I'm like, what do I draw? I don't know what to do for the next page. So I just did like a bunch of like pen doodles basically. So this is Blade. I don't play Honkai Star Rail. I really don't. I just drew him because, you know, it's Blade, you know? how could I resist drawing him? We're not gonna talk about my Miguel O'Hara phase. We're just not, okay? Just enjoy this. And also, I thought this was gonna be an OC, but it turned out it wasn't an OC. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause that. But you know, this is my Last of Us page. I was really obsessed with Last of Us because I had just finished the second game and it was really fun to play. So I was like, yes, Last of Us, fun to play. So I just kind of went crazy on this spread, you know, just like a bunch of like random Last of Us art, so like the bloater, yeah, bloater. Let's not talk about the fact that Joel's eyes look really weird. Let's just, you know, focus on Joel, you know. It's so sad. Okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But okay, if you're okay, I'm gonna show this now. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So I drew Clicker too, and I feel like this one actually came out really well. Like the watercolors and everything just came out all right. So I'm really happy with this spread. Not gonna lie. It's like it fits. You know, it fits the theme. Also shimmer. That's it. And I had finished watching the series. Okay, I'm not gonna get emotional about this. I'm just gonna flip to the next page, otherwise I'm gonna be rambling about it for ages. This page is like really random. Really random, yeah. So I just have doodles of my OC Alan. Here, and here. Octogawa, a little Octogawa flippy thingy. Octogawa doodle. Kit doodle that I was gonna stick on the other page, but it didn't. Yeah. I'm cringe, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Guys, I have to admit it. I'm cringe. I'm kidding. It's not really cringe if you're enjoying what you're doing. Which I am, as you can tell by my spreads. But yeah. Oh yeah. I finished watching Across the Spider-Verse. So obviously I had to draw Across the Spider-Verse art because that movie is artistically a masterpiece and it should be next to the Mona Lisa, I swear. Okay. It's like, it's such a good movie. I loved it. It would have been even better if I didn't get a migraine in the middle of like the end. Because I drank an icy and that icy gave me the worst headache I had ever had in years. And I typically get migraines, but this one was just, yeah, no, I could not handle it. But you know, I enjoyed it still. I did my best to enjoy the $5 I spent for that movie ticket. And yeah, I drew Pavitra and Miguel O'Hara. I have to admit, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna admit anything. You already know. I tried making a Spider-Verse OC. Didn't work. Drew Miles. And yeah. Oh yeah. Gretzko. It's so funny how often I obsess over characters that are coincidentally voiced by Griffin Burns. It's crazy. I don't know why I do it. I think it's just a subconscious thing at this point. But you know, I had to draw Child and Tadano from Gretzko because they're voiced by Griffin Burns and they deserve to be on the same page because they're both little sillies, you know? I can't go a single page without Child, TBH, because he's my favorite character. I just can't deny that. I can't deny he's my favorite Genshin Impact character, okay? Hu Tao second. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is my random spread. Random doodles, not really gonna talk about this. There's just, there. Oh yeah. And a watercolor page. Y'all gotta see this because I put so much work into this and it's like not good if you don't see the details. So yeah. This is my watercolor. This is, like I said, this paper is not good for watercolor. So yeah. I wouldn't recommend this paper for watercolor, but I still forced it onto this sketchbook. It came out alright, you know? I had to add some extra details with like pens and like markers and all that kind of stuff, but it still came out well. This is not ship art, by the way. Like I said in here, not ship art. But you know, they're like the attractive ones of their group. So yeah, I had to draw them together as if they were in like a perfume ad or something. Oh yeah, this page. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this there, but you know, let's just set it aside. Random doodle page again. I drew Meryl, a random, I think it was a redraw from my other sketchbook, I think too. That one girl with curly hair. Kiki, random doodles, and Vash, and Cleo again. in that one like Barbie LAPD mugshot thing. So yeah, not much to say about this page. I really like how colorful it is, especially the composition here. I don't know, I really like it. And also I printed it out, my digital art, but it kind of ruined this one, so yeah, I just had to unstick it. But you know, next page. Oh yeah, okay, more gouache art. Like I said, not good for gouache. Learn your lesson. But you know, I still forced gouache onto this page, and I don't like how you can see all the strokes. Some people may like that. I don't, because I was thinking of making more like a solid kind of piece, you know. But you know, sometimes things turn out great, sometimes they don't, so you gotta learn to work with it. But yeah, I redrew a howl scene, and of course I had to print out my child drawing. Yep, you can see all this in my Instagram, by the way. This is all already on my Instagram, okay? So yeah, most of the stuff, yeah. Next, okay, I'm gonna talk really quickly about the spread. Don't like it. I was going for a brown theme, didn't work, except for this part maybe, you know, cowboy. It worked out. This page though, we're just not gonna talk about it, you know. I really like this raccoon with like a little sticker that I put on it though. It's cute. Yeah, this is the redraw from my other sketchbook that I said I would do. And okay, I think I improved. I really like how I improved, and I really see how much like effort I've gone through to like improve, you know. But at the same time, I feel like I lost the likeness of the character, so it doesn't really look like the other character that I drew. But you know, it's close enough, you know. Sometimes beggars can't be choosers, and I really wanted to make the character look like almost exactly the same, but you know, the whole point was to show how I improved, and I think that's all that matters to me. These were from an original spread. I tore out that page and just cut out my favorite ones, so I just put them here. It was supposed to be fairy themed, but that didn't happen. Ooh, and also these holographic thingies. Ooh, yeah. Not much else to say here. Rest in peace, purple mild liner. You will be loved. Oh yeah, my strawberry spread. Yeah, I had not a speed paint. Well, technically a speed paint of this gouache painting on my channel, so you guys should watch that. Yeah, you guys should definitely watch that. But anyways, this is the spread. I never showed how the spread ended up turning out, but now you can see it, you know? I wanted to save it for the big reveal of this sketchbook tour, so I'm glad you guys liked the surprise. So yeah, this one's like more of a pinkish spread. This one's a little bit more red, but everything just revolves around strawberries. And it's kind of at this point I'm not gonna deny it. It's kind of obvious what my favorite fruit is, or berry. My bad, berry, because it's a berry, not a fruit. Yeah. I don't know. I just really like it. The details is just like everywhere, but also like cohesive at the same time. I don't know. I really like looking at it. But I do have better spreads, so this one's not my favorite, surprisingly. But you know, I still appreciate the effort that went into this. Oh yeah, as you can tell, which Genshin character came out at this time, roughly, maybe, almost immediately. Yeah, Ryosley. I don't know how to pronounce Ryosley or Ryosley. I don't know, Ryosley. I'm gonna keep calling him Ryosley. But yeah. There's some characters that when I draw them, they don't come out good, no matter how hard I try. And then there's some characters that I feel like I can draw consistently. And I think it turned out that Ryosley was one of them, you know? Because I already drew him in my other sketchbook, and I've compared it to this one. And they look oddly similar, so yeah. This spread was just like a bunch of random, brainless thoughts. I didn't know how to fill this spread. I had no idea what I was going to do for it, so I just went into it blind. But, you know, I like how it came out. It was like an orange, yellowish themed up. Yeah. I covered this doodle here because I don't like how Child turned out. But you know what? I'm going to expose my secrets because y'all deserve to see my failure. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's enough. That's enough screen time for you. Anyways. Yeah. I don't know what was going on with this page. I like it, but I also don't like how it doesn't like fit with each other, you know? I feel like this would have been good separate and this would have been good separate, but because it's orange and blue, you know, it kind of works. So this is another thing about like my diary, or like my sketchbook being like a little mini diary for me. Sorry. I don't know. I was debating on whether I should cut my hair, and I decided that, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna cut my hair because I need a haircut, like, really bad. So, yeah. I drew my little cat daddy. Love my cat. And yeah, just like a bunch of doodles based on like an orange theme. This was a Pinterest reference. This was just out of random imagination or whatever. This was also out of imagination, but you know, I think it works. The only thing that doesn't work for me is the composition. I don't know if I'm using the term correctly, but you know, very artsy smartsy, you know. I definitely know what I'm doing. I love this spread. Okay. This one's one of the ones that I really like. I forgot this one was next, but yeah, I really like this spread. It came out really well. I love the colors, love how everything's just like sparkly and shiny and just like, you know, it pops. Everything pops. So I just like stuck on a random print that I had. I didn't know where to put it on my wall, so I just put it in my sketchbook. Random scraps of paper that I used to plan out like this or whatever. And yeah, this was the original drawing. I was supposed to have some text that said fish in the sea, but now it just says fish thus. Yeah. So yeah, I really like how this came out. Like, I am glad that I chose black for the background because I was about to do a complicated background. But then I kind of just got lazy and gave up a little bit. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. Just color it black. And it worked because it just like helps the colors pop and everything. So yeah. I also made these like little whales out of cutouts or whatever. Oh yeah. So this is my painting spread. So acrylics work on this. I think it works. Surprisingly, I don't know why it chooses to hate watercolors but love acrylics. Maybe because it's a thicker substance or something. I don't know. But the thing is, I tried making a full background. I tried focusing on backgrounds, which I think maybe was one of my goals. Let me check. Try backgrounds at least once. Yeah, it was one of my goals. Wow. I subconsciously followed one of my goals. Yay! I feel like a child. Anyways, but yeah, I painted all of this. It was so hard trying to like paint meticulously around everything, like all the characters. I purposefully left the characters white because I wanted the main focus to be the background, which you can probably tell that I did not finish. But you know, as long as this is enough work for me, honestly. This is enough, you know? I don't have to perfectly finish everything. And I was proud with what I had already completed. So, you know, I called it a win, even though I didn't finish it. And I drew a really ugly car. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, that car's ugh. But you know, I really like how it came out. And it's cute. I don't really draw like I don't know what a group of 4 people is called, but you know, I don't draw my group that often, but I don't know. They came out really cute, and I have like a little story behind them. Basically, girl loves to shop, girl loves to follow, girl that loves to shop. And guys are just tailing along, holding on to the bags, you know. And bro's stuck with everything. Alan is stuck with everything. Starry's trying to help him, because bro looks like he's dying. And Derp and B are just, you know, in their own little world. So, yeah. Oh yeah. So I've been adding pages to my sketchbook more often. I don't know why, but I feel like sometimes the pages that are given on the like sketchbook aren't just enough for me in one spread. So you know, just a random doodle of me. Yeah, I drew the dogs. A new OC that I made, actually a new trio group of OCs that I made. They're not really fleshed out yet, but I think you saw them in my mini sketchbook tour. But if you didn't, these are new OCs, and their world basically revolves on like mutant people or something like that. I don't know. I don't really have the whole thing worked out yet, but you know, it's getting there. So these are more doodles of them. Yeah, this is Kit. This is Scarlet. and Zelda. Oh, not Zelda. Oh, I'm sorry, Zelda fans. I just offended you really immensely right now. Sorry. Link. My brain is not working right now. As it always is. And behind this, Scarlet. He's riding a horse, okay? It's a saddle. Anyways. Oh yeah, my painting page. This is, I don't know. I felt like drawing things with like blue and yellow. Like I always do. I feel like blue and yellow is my favorite color scheme, which is why I put that information all the way in the front of my sketchbook, that this was gonna be my favorite color combo for this sketchbook. But yeah. I wanted to plan out like a mini painting on one side and then like, you know, paint an actual painting on the other side. So I made the mistake of covering this with Mod Podge, and as you can tell, it kind of smudged on the painting, but so that was my bad. I didn't think that through, but otherwise I think it came out really cute. I like the little accessories that I added on the border because, you know, I like to maximize my space, you know. Another journal thing. Not really gonna go into depth with this. I really like this one, this doodle, and this doodle, and this doodle. Yeah, just a bunch of diary things. Yes, guys, I don't like Kraft mac and cheese. I like Annie's. Fight me. Actually, don't. I'd probably lose, but you know, I like what I like, you know? I like Annie's mac and cheese. You may like Kraft. Let's be peaceful about it, you know? I also had some taiyaki at like a mall at the mall or something, so I just drew what I ate that day and just like did diary stuff. But yeah. Oh yeah, Neo, my OC Neo. So yeah, she's like a new OC, like a relatively new OC. She's more like my TV style or like more like different style, because I had like 2 different styles, kind of like subcategories of it. I'm over explaining this, but yeah, she's kind of like an extraterrestrial girl. She's not from Earth or whatever. She goes to Earth. She has like this giant bear mecha thing that I named Fuma Fuma, just because like in Spanish Fuma means smoke. Like technically it means cigarette smoke, but I don't mean it in that way. I mean it as in like vapor comes out of his mouth every time he opens it, and she uses his tongue as a stairway to descend or something. I don't know. It's really weird, but I like it because it's like a weird, creative, like quirky idea. Ooh. I hated saying that. I'm sorry. Another kind of diary-ish thing. I don't know why I decided to do this. I was practicing drawing abs, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So I bought this like red bean bread. I really like how this drawing came out. This one was like an afterthought, and for some reason it came out really well. But yeah, I had red bean bread, a matcha strawberry thing, which wasn't that good to be honest. But you know, I still ordered it and I still drank it because, you know, gotta get my money's worth. And I drew Kaze once again because bro is majestic. I've looked up so many Pinterest like things for his album covers because I just find so much inspiration in them. So like aesthetic dreamy. Just look up Kaze album covers because they're fun. They're really fun to look at, you know. But yeah, I drew this based off of reference with just charcoal. I had to go over it with black color pencil, but you know, it still works. You know, technically it's all still like charcoal. But yeah. This one's my favorite spread. Yippee! So kind of like the other spread from my other sketchbook, like the magenta one. This one's kind of red and green. But the funny story about this spread was actually almost never about to happen because I was about to throw this page away. So I really didn't like this drawing when I first made it, and it was like a page that was supposedly placed already way before in the sketchbook. But I decided to keep it because something told me they're gonna want to do something with it later on. The day will come when you will want to do something with this. And I listened to that voice inside my head. And I'm so glad I did because I was able to make I'd made like this paintings like separately. I just I pasted it on here, and then it kind of just went from here, and then here. This drawing is actually really nice. I really like it. This is not a reference actually. I just thought of it, you know? Which I do with most of my things. I just like think of stuff, you know? Do you ever just like think of something and then be like, yeah, I know exactly how I'm gonna draw it? Yeah, that was kind of like this whole thing. But this dress was from Pinterest. Not the hairstyle or the character. Just the dress was from Pinterest. It was like this bow dress, like here, you know? Like a flowy bow dress. But yeah, I really like this. I really like the little chibi version too. And just green and red tend to go really well together. So yeah. And yeah, this is just a bunch of like anatomy practice with like a magenta color pencil. Like I didn't know what to do with this. I had mixed some paint and it wasn't the right color. So in order to not let this paint go to waste, I just like slapped it on here and I just drew whatever I thought. And I like thought, ooh, maybe if I like painted a beetle or something. I think it came out okay. It's definitely not the best beetle, but you know, it's still pretty cool. And I also really like how it like breaks the border. Wow. Smart art terms. But yeah. Next page. Oh yeah, Mono and Six. I don't know, I was getting that nostalgic feeling again, so I really wanted to just draw Mono and Six again. Just because, you know, they're my favorite characters of my favorite video game. I was really art blocked. So I didn't really know what to do with this page. That's why it looks so random and sporadic, but you know, just like a bunch of really random assortment of things. This was a 10th grade doodle from history class, and I cut it out and just pasted it here because, you know, I found it and I'm like, oh, it'll go well with the spread. Oh, this spread. Okay. I don't know. I was just really feeling like in a pink mood, you know? I really wanted to like paint with pink, paint princesses or something. I don't know. I just really wanted something pretty in pink, you know? A girl gotta love her pink, you know? And I love pink. I used to have a phase where I hated pink and I was like, ew, no, pink. No, I like black. Blah, blah, blah. How foolish was I? You know, I love pink and I'm not ashamed to say it. Pink is a very nice color. Like a little self-portrait here. This painting, yeah, I just painted it with acrylics. Since I got the X-Acto knife, I was able to make like these tiny little details out of like, I think it was a sticker that I hadn't like cut up yet. So I had like a holographic sticker that had little blank parts in it. So I just used that to make jewelry. I used like, I think a gum wrapper for this. I'm not sure. But I just found anything that had like a metallic surface and I used it for her jewelry. And I think it came out really cool. I really like how this page came out. Maybe not the background, but the painting came out really well. This is Scarlet, more Ellis doodles. If you can't see, sorry. Yeah, Kit. Ooh, Edward Scissorhands again. But this spread was like really simple. Compared to everything else, this is like my simplest spread. Because I didn't know what to do with it. I was kind of running out of steam, so to say. So yeah. This one, I wanted it to be similar to this page. So I kind of just like drew whatever. And I think the character is really cool. I'm not so sure about the background though. I don't know how I feel about it, so... it's like 50-50. The character's cool, but the background is... bleh. So, you know, kind of a win, kind of a loss, but you know. I went to SeaWorld, so I just made like a little like journal thingy of like SeaWorld or whatever. And yeah, my legs were killing me that day. Yeah. This is just like really random doodles that I have. So obviously Novelette came out, so I had to draw a Novelette. So I drew more like crayon doodles of like Novelette. This is like for a graphic design assignment. This was like the initial like thumbnail spread and everything. I decided to go on a king, like because we were designing playing cards. So I decided to go for like a cat theme. So like there's a king cat, a queen cat, a joker cat, you know, and everything else is like cat themed. I was about to make my OCs, but not really. Cat doodles, crayon drawing. I really like it. I use transparent sticky notes. Wow. These are actually really nice. You can get them off Amazon, by the way. But yeah, a crayon doodle. I really like how it came out. Very colorful. And yeah. My chocolate pike boy, he came back. Yeah. So I drew like little doodles of him because I really liked his character. He's like really nice, you know? It's like a comfort character basically. So yeah, just a bunch of random doodles that I have. I'm not sure how to explain them. I just like thought of them on the spot. More Kit and Cleo. Like I said, a lot of lore is coming up, I think, on the next few pages. But yeah. The characters that I mentioned before that I created, I don't really know what I'm calling them yet. So me and my friend came up with a way to tell them apart. This is acetaminophen, and this is ibuprofen. Don't ask why. We're just, you know, that's just how we're gonna call them for now. There's like the placeholder names. But yeah, random school doodles, English doodle, like, yeah. Not much to say here, honestly. This page is kind of boring, but I still like it. It's simple. Next page, I had some extra paint again, and I don't like wasting paint, so I do everything I can to like use it to its full potential, because sometimes I come up with like some really pretty hues, but I just don't know how to use them. So I was in my art class and I used paint and I had extra, like a lot extra, and I'm like, oh, great, what do I do? Then I realized I have my sketchbook. So all I did was lather some paint on both sides, closed it, and then pulled it apart. Sadly, this part dried a little bit before I could like, you know, pull it apart, and like it ripped here, but you know, I found a way to work around it. So if you can really see, I don't know if you can see it, but like just a pen doodle with this one pen, if I could find it. It was like the clicky one, like an erasable pen. So yeah, I say clicky one as if you guys know what I mean, but you know, fish, random doodles. This was made with bubble wrap, so I really like that texture. But yeah, I don't like the spread too much. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I found a cat pattern, really liked it, and yeah, I just decided to doodle a bunch of stuff. Pinterest reference, random guy, and random drawings here. This is also a page I added in. And Kit and Cleo lore. I'm not gonna go into depth about this because the video is already like 48 minutes long without editing by now. But yeah, if you can kind of tell what it is, you know, you can let me know in the comments and I'll tell you if you're right or not. But you know, you can kind of tell what it is. Kind of, not really. But yeah. This is like a gouache watercolor painting too. The Miku Pokemon collab. Oh, I love these. Okay, I didn't finish this because obviously it's like the last few pages. So like I said, I ran out of steam. I just could not continue this because I was like looking forward to starting a new sketchbook. I'm being fully honest. So yeah. But this is the fighter type Miku. I just did a bunch of doodles. I love her hat. Like, I don't know. I love something about like funky hats, you know? Something about it just like, it's fun to draw exaggerated shapes basically. And I think fighter type Miku had a lot of exaggerated shapes, for me at least. So yeah, I made a spread based off the fighter type and also the bug type because I thought the bug type was really cute and she looked very like shy, and it reminded me kind of like Fluttershy, but like light academia for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I really like this spread. I didn't get to finish it, sadly, but you know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes you gotta leave things unfinished in your sketchbook, and that's okay. That is okay. Oh yeah, so this is sadly the last spread. I don't have anything else after this, other than random dumb stuff. But yeah. So I recommend listening to Breakcore because I made this while listening to Breakcore, and I never felt really motivated. Unlike Breakcore motivates me. For some reason, it's just like so energetic, and it just like helps me get into the mood. Not always, but like occasionally I listen to it just to like get working, and it worked. So I tried some Yupo paper. This was an Instagram request for a Team Wolf Girl. That was not me, but it still came out cute, okay? I am cringe, but I am free. And yeah, just some Yupo paper doodles, because my graphic design teacher had Yupo paper. So I drew on it. Random doodles, Miku, child, yada yada. And last spread. Yay! Yeah. That's about it for this sketchbook, to be honest. But you know, it was a really happy sketchbook. I really enjoyed working on this one, and just like everything worked out really well, to be honest. So yeah, the end. And that is the end of my 2023 sketchbook. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, because I did. I for sure did enjoy this sketchbook. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about doing like a old sketchbook tour, because I did get that recommendation a couple times, and I feel like I want to do it, but I don't feel like I would be able to concise my videos enough. So if you're willing to have a longer video but more sketchbook tours, I'm willing to do that, to be honest. So I will pull out my 4th grade sketchbook for you guys. I will expose myself and 4th grade me. But yeah, see you next time. Bye.